Mayor Brewer, Vice Mayor Miller, and council members, I appreciate the time. My name is Frank DeSocio, lived at 8500 Tipperary, almost a lifelong resident of this great community. I've made a lot of notes, so I apologize if I bounce around on this because I've been making notes since I got here, but I just have some concerns and questions about this whole project. I did stand before you a couple years ago when I don't remember any of this being on here when we talked about Bowllagio and star bonds, but now we have this. And one of my concerns is if you read the documents, and I have tried to spend, I do run a number of businesses, and I've tried to read, but some of the things I have concerns with is, and maybe you guys already know those answers and you'll find those out later, but one of them is, it looks like there's already been a bunch of work done there on that ground wall done by the developers. And I just heard, I think Mr. Bell say, they can finish that and go ahead. So the developers bought that property, I'm sure at a reduced rate, and are now trying to develop it. That's called development. That's what you do. You invest in business. We built the alley and spent $7.5 million in 08. And I think everybody remembers what happened in 08. And we fought through it, worked with our banks, made it. I have a concern with that. I have a concern that, and I apologize for being a little nervous, but I have a concern that the developers that have paid for that work and get all their money back before they even, as they move forward. So those are things that I have just grave concerns with. And one thing I will say is this, is that, I only bring this up, and I'll close with this because I'm rambling a little bit. I close with this. You have brought up the name Bowllagio 9 times in this. It's actually the second paragraph under the analysis. And bottom line is, this community has already overbuilt with bowling centers as it is. 2 have closed. We talked about this before. But the city is already overbuilt. So whatever money you think you might generate with that one, you're going to take away from West Acres Bowl, and Mr. Longwell, you represent me there, I think, and then you have Seneca Bowl down in South Seneca. That bowling business is going to go away. We have a vibrant bowling community here, and that community right now is working with Go Bowling Wichita to bring the women's bowling tournament back in 2017 and everything. And we're making phone calls, writing letters, and trying to get things done to keep this great community moving forward. And I just think that I have grave concerns, and I finish with this. I heard Mr. Bell also say, hey, we can put this in, I think what they call a CIP, and fix the flooding problem. We just need to vote it in as a community and fix it, instead of letting developers maybe make more money, because they're not going to give the profits back if there are any. And I don't think this is necessarily all about flooding. So I leave it at that. I probably have forgotten a few things, but we do, our company owns 3 bowling centers. We employ over 150 people. I won't bore you with the property taxes that we pay and the taxes that we pay to this community. I won't bore you with that. It's a lot, but dang it, I'm glad to pay it. I've been here all my life, and I love this community, and I want it to thrive. Thank you very much for your time.
Questions? Okay, thank you, sir. Next person.